pastors and ministry leaders, in this video, I want to talk about strategic priority. One of the most important things you can do in your week if you want to create a discipleship culture, and it has to do with this image. You want to invest in a few, you want to train and empower them, and then you want to help them invite others into a mentoring relationship. So let's break this down so that you can understand really how you should be spending many of your days and weeks and disciplining yourself to do these things. So first, pick the fat ones. You've heard this before: faithful, available, and teachable. Remember, Jesus picked fishermen, not Pharisees. So look for people in your church who have these qualities, and that's who you want to invest in, because these are the people who are going to go make disciples, and that's the most important thing. So what you do with these people is bring them through the Training 101 series at pursuegod.org, the same series that they'll eventually bring other people through as they make disciple makers. So this will take at least 10 weeks. Don't rush it. Bring them through the training. And what you'll be able to do at that point, once you have them ready to be your first wave of mentors, is you then will be able to help them invite people into a mentoring relationship. Now, in the church setting, we call this making a handoff. So you are going to leverage your pastoral or your leadership title in the church to connect someone who needs a mentor with someone who can mentor them. And we have found that this is really important, that you're a part of the invite for most people, or it probably won't happen. So there's your image. This really represents pastoral priority. Now, again, you're going to see this in the Training 101 series, but it's important for you to understand how this relates to your job as a pastor. Invest in a few, train and empower them, and then help them invite others into a mentoring relationship. And that's how you can create a discipleship culture in your church. So why don't you try this exercise? Write down the names of those few faithful, available, and teachable people in your church. Write their names down, maybe 3 or 4 or 5 folks that you're going to begin investing in. And I think a good exercise then is to think for each one of them, maybe write down a couple of names of people that you know in the church that could really use a mentor. Now, you're not going to directly mentor them. You're going to invest in and train the few that are going to go out and mentor those, but write those names down now. And here's the trick, and this is what I really hope you'll understand strategically, is that as long as the way you mentor the few is reproducible, in other words, you're going to use the same tools and resources and strategy that you're encouraging them to use, as long as you do the same thing with them that you're asking them to do with someone else, generations can make an impact, and this thing could go viral, which is what Jesus wanted in the first place.